Welcome back to CLE Weekend. So one of the best things about living here in our city is the art scene and even our ability to expose our kids to really some of the most incredible world-renowned shows as well as musicals. And one of those opportunities is actually coming up at Playhouse Square. So joining us is the Vice President of Education, Daniel Hahn. So thank you so much for coming on.
Jamie, nice to see you again.
Okay, I'm really excited to chat with you, obviously because I've got two little guys. Yeah. I want you to tell us first about Family Theater Day.
Well, Family Theater Day, Jamie, is that one special day each year when Playhouse Square focuses on really giving back to families that have young children, especially in that magical, like 2, 3 to 8-year-old age range, which is so special.
Hi, me. Yep, 2-year-old and the 5-year-old, which is true. Perfect. I mean, this is the time for like someone like me with my family, with those young kids, kind of exposing them. So kind of walk me through what we could expect.
So on Saturday, May the 4th, we have got 3 shows that we brought from all around the world, literally, that folks can choose from. And we have just a number of free events from 11 o'clock till 5 o'clock all day long. You can bring the family and see a show or experience some wonderful free events.
And these shows are ones that are like gonna get you up out of your seat and moving.
Well, they really are. The first one I like to tell you about is called BAM! Percussion.
Okay.
Now this is a show, if you've ever heard of or seen the show Stomp.
Yes, yes.
This is like that, but for young kids. So it's these 3 guys who have these blue barrels and funky hair, and they're playing the drums, and they bring folks up on stage from the audience. It's interactive, the show. Oh. But what I really love about it is this troupe. They speak in this made-up gibberish language, all right?
Which we know if we've got kids, like, hi,
yeah, that's what they do.
Too.
So they'll be, Jamie, they'll be like giving instructions to the kids in this gibberish, and the kids understand it.
No.
And the audience responds, and I'm like, how is this working?
Right.
And with the drums and the music, so this is in our big Key Bank State Theater. It's gonna get everybody, as you said, up on their feet and enjoying the show.
Well, yeah, and that's what you want when you take the kids out. Honestly, there is an anxiety, right? As a parent that's like, okay, we're gonna take the kids somewhere, and are they gonna behave? Is it nap time? Like, how are they? And I love this. This is something the whole family can do and like feel at ease and have fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
One of my favorite things is the booster seats. It is like heaven being able to go in and like get the booster seat and like you don't have to have a kid on your lap and all that, right?
Yeah, it takes everything into consideration.
Yes, let's talk about the 2 other shows.
Sure, well, there's one called Polly Pop, and we're bringing this show from South Korea. This is for really the preschool age children. It's in our small theater, less than 200 seats, so everybody's up close. And it's the story of a brother and a sister who don't want to go to bed at bedtime. So they have this competition to see who can be the leader of the room. And what this company does is they have live musicians on the side of the stage. They've got a back screen for projection, and so they have their live action animation going right along with it. And this is like a Taylor Swift concert for 2-year-olds. These kids, when we brought this company a couple years ago, they were pounding on the floor, cheering and screaming. It was so intense.
Electric.
When the kids put these phones down and these devices and are focused in real time in the moment, their imagination, it's just right there. Their imaginations come to life. And then the last show, I would say, is for maybe a little bit older students, 8-year-old and up. It's called Show Way, the musical. This comes to us from the Kennedy Center in DC. Wonderful producing company. I don't know if you ever know folks who are really curious about their own family genealogy and history.
That's very popular right now.
It really is. Yeah. This author, Jacqueline Woodson, is telling her daughter the story about her daughter's great-great-grandmother. And she says, when your great-great-grandmother was learning about her great-great-grandmother, this is a woman who at age 7 was enslaved and taken from her family, and all she had were some knitting needles and some thread. And they created what's called a show way, which is a giant quilt made up of squares, and each square has a different secret message about how to escape north to freedom. Wow. So it would be like you would see a pattern and, oh, I need to go left at the river. Oh, I have to turn right at the log cabin.
Wow.
They would lay these over split rail fences. People would study these by torchlight to go north.
Yeah.
And so this musical is told obviously with song and dance and music, and it's so enriching and uplifting. This is an award-winning children's book brought to life for those older children who might really be interested in learning something while you're having an entertaining experience.
Well, and inspiring. I mean, just me as an adult listening to this, I'm like, Wow, it is so inspiring. You know, all three of these shows, again, Family Theater Day, it is so exciting and such a wonderful thing here in the community. Let's talk about tickets, how we can, you know, come out and enjoy and take part.
Well, thanks to University Hospitals, Rainbow Babies and Children's, and Kathy and Jim Pender and the Michael Pender Fund, for just $15, you can see one of these shows. $15 a ticket. Folks, go to playhousesquare.org/Family Theater Day. And there's also a number of free things. We're bringing in dinosaur puppets. There's a giant 8-foot T-Rex that folks, you know, these little kids run up to the dinosaur and take selfies with the dinosaur. I thought, are they going to be scared of this? Just the opposite. They're playing with the dinosaur puppet.
Oh, I love
Face
that.
painting and balloons and caricature artists. There's just stuff going on all throughout Playhouse Square all day long that we really hope folks can just make some good memories with the kids on that day.
And that's what it's all about, right?
Yeah.
You can bring out the phones to take some pictures, but otherwise put them away and just enjoy the moment and the day, really.
Absolutely.
Daniel, thank you so much. I appreciate it. We're excited for Family Theater Day coming up here on May 4th. We'll be right back on CLE Weekend.